Breastfeeding with COVID. Can it be done? Should it be done? And if it could, how should it be done? All right, guys, I want to welcome you guys back to my channel, the Woo family. I just wanted to drop this video real quick because I've been MIA for a bit, but for good reasons. You know, just taking care of family, a lot of things has transpired, but I am here. And I said, you know, this is a great time to jump back into this because I'm going through something that I feel like a lot of moms may be experiencing right now, and that is being positive with COVID and you are breastfeeding. So let me take it from the top because as I speak, I still have COVID. This is day 5 or 6 now with COVID. You know, a lot of fatigue, a lot of body aches is what I was going through. That has diminished a bit, the body aches, but a lot of fatigue. Um, what else? Chills, as I mentioned, and uh, there's some. Oh, I vomited a bit. I started getting a cough and producing mucus, so that has gradually been developing. I have asthma, so I definitely have to keep an eye on that to see how that progresses. So yes, I am positive for COVID, and I am still breastfeeding my little one, who is 9 months old. He just turned 9, and that is Jacob, as you guys know. So yes, breastfeeding with COVID. Can it be done? Kind of answered that already. Yes, it can be done. I did speak to my doctor a lot about it. As far as, you know, should I continue doing so? Because I do have backup milk, frozen backup breast milk in the freezer. But, you know, what my doctor told me was that if I'm physically able to do it, if I'm comfortable in doing it, absolutely. Um, you know, so for me, I feel good so far. I know in the very beginning when I first got tested, the my symptoms were very strong. I was hit so hard with chills, body chills, and that just left me so weak. But even through through that day, the first day was so hard, I was still able to breastfeed. I was just laid up in bed. My little one is laid up right next to me, and I had a mask on and, you know, made sure my hands were washed, and I was still breastfeeding him. So, yeah, um, between that and now, still breastfeeding, have not let up in doing so. And for me personally, I feel good in doing it in my physical state right now. Now, I don't know how the next few days are going to go because, again, I'm starting to develop more of the cold symptoms with COVID right now. And I have asthma, and I know whenever I get a cold, my asthma flares up, and that's a whole other ball game. So, definitely keeping a close eye on how I'm progressing with it. But again, so far, so good. So, yes, it can be done. And if you feel good, if you feel comfortable enough in doing so, by all means do it. Should it be done? I feel so. The reason being is because I know through the breast milk, our little ones get the antibodies from our breast milk, you know, with COVID. So it really boosts their immune system, which is great. So even if they do catch it, you know, they have that acting in them, right, to boost their immune system. So with my little one, just to let you guys know where he's at, he has started showing some symptoms of being sick. He has not been tested positive, but my whole entire family has tested positive for COVID. First it was my husband, then it was my little one, then now me. And he unfortunately has started showing symptoms. And those symptoms are he's more on the fatigue type, fatigue. Yeah, fatigue. I did say it right. Fatigue side. And he's more irritable. He's more clingy, very clingy right now. He doesn't want to take in that much solid foods, but he does want to latch on like 24/7. So that is a good thing, I would say, because as much as he could get from me, I'll give him. So he's going through that, and yeah, he just started showing signs of that. So I'm really keeping a close eye on him. He's only 9 months. So yeah, as far as the breastfeeding, I feel like that would really bolster him, or it will, you know. And I will definitely give you guys an update on this, because with him starting to show symptoms and me being positive for COVID, um, definitely going to be keeping an eye on that. So I'm going to let you guys know how that goes. So yes, so should it be done? I believe it should. I know there's a lot of health professionals that say it would be good if you're able to physically, and your comfort. If you feel good to do it, then by all means do it. Now, if you do it, how should it be done? Well, my doctor has said make sure to wear a mask. Make sure before every breastfeed to wash my hands, and that's what I've been doing. I've been doing that. Unfortunately, he may have picked up something in the air for him to now starting to show some signs of being sick. So so yeah, that's unfortunate. But I know despite him having these signs, he still wants to be up and about. So that's a good thing, right? It's only if he's just like, if his fever, if he gets a fever that's high and he's extremely fatigued and he's not eating, and or even not doing any breastfeeding, then that's a huge red flag. My doctor said to bring him in, basically. So yeah, so there's that. Wear the mask, wash the hands, and also social distance myself as much as possible from him, because with me being sick with COVID, now starting to develop like the cough and mucus symptoms, uh, it makes sense to distance myself as much as possible, but but he wants to be with mommy. So that's a bit of a challenge, but I'm gonna still have my mask and have my hands clean. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. That's how you would do it. If by all means, speak to your doctor. If you are COVID positive, speak to your doctor. Ask them as many questions that you have on your mind. And I'm pretty sure they're probably going to say somewhat of the same thing to you guys. Probably gauge you in terms of how you are physically with COVID. For me, I've been so focused on taking care of my little ones. I think God just gave me the strength to do that so far before I start going left with my symptoms. So, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that is pretty much it. And of course, I have the hub here who is helping out. So, let me know what you guys think. If you have tested positive for COVID, what has your experience been? And if you recently been tested positive with COVID, are you going to breastfeed? Let me know. What are you choosing to do? Are you just choosing not to do so and just do, frozen breast milk? I know my mom was like suggesting that. I know she's old school, so she's like, "Oh, if you're sick, you shouldn't breastfeed, and just formula." And I was like, "No, no, no, I got this. I'm good." I spoke to my doctor, and so far so good. So yes, guys, that is pretty much it. Let me know what your thoughts are below, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.